Hello everyone, my name is Jack Vilayvong. I'm from Scarborough, Ontario. I reside here in downtown Toronto and I'm co-owner of Brimz Official. So my parents immigrated Canada over 30 years ago. They were in a refugee camp in Thailand, that's where I'm from. I was actually born in Canada, but my parents came to Canada in the 80s and I was born here, and then they settled in Scarborough, the east side of Toronto. So I grew up with a multicultural background. Like all of my friends were different cultures, different races. So I got to know a lot of like different foods. Just growing up, seeing a lot of things. For myself, the love of art started when I was in grade 6. I would always draw and doodle on my notebooks and stuff. And actually, my teacher at the time, she would always come around and she'd see all these drawings I did on the notebooks. So she actually helped me by, when I was in grade 6, she would put me in a grade 8 art class. And so like every day for about an hour and a half, I would actually sit with the older kids and I would draw with them side by side. And actually I would beat them in competitions and stuff. So they actually loved it. When I went to high school, I met this art teacher there and he told me that I should pursue graphics because like art, like I was drawing and stuff like that, but he was saying in the world of when for the future you need to learn the programs like Photoshop and Illustrator, all those things. So then I started taking a little bit serious a bit. I started doing more graphics for my friends if they wanted like a logo for the company. So that's how it started off first, just doodling around and just not charging people, just like someone coming to me and say, "Oh Jack, can you create a business card for me?" So I do like a quick mock-up of something and then they loved it and they end up printing it and using it. But also at the same time when I was growing up, I always admired like graffiti art. So I always like loved going to different cities like in New York or LA and seeing the big wall graffiti. So, and I always try to learn the techniques as well. It's actually really complicated, but I did a little bit of spray painting myself when I was growing up. But then again, spray painting also is not something that's legal. You get in trouble with that stuff. So we got caught one time doing it and then, police was involved and they came to speak to my parents. So I got in a lot of trouble for that. So then from there, my parents was like, if you're gonna do something with art, do something that's legit and something where you can make money. And then that's where I went to school for graphic design. I got a diploma with it. So now I help customize a lot of these caps that are here that we sell today. But yeah, growing up, I always admired, I always loved skateboarding. So I always loved the culture, like the urban street, the streetwear culture, the clothing, the music. So I always definitely has a place that that is who I am today. Pretty much is what I'm trying to say.